Shabbat Shalom. Our scripture reading for today is Exodus chapter 12, verses 22 through 24. And you shall take a bunch of hyssop and dip it in the blood that is in the basin, and strike the lintel and the two side posts with the blood that is in the basin. And none of you shall go out at the door of his house until the morning, for Yahweh will pass through to smite the Egyptians. And when he sees the blood upon the lintel and on the two side posts, Yahweh will pass over the door, and will not suffer the destroyer to come in unto your houses to smite you. And you shall observe this thing for an ordinance to you and to your sons forever.
Shabbat Shalom, family. Our selection today: there's a man going round taking names.
There's a man going round taking names. There's a man going round taking names. He has taken my my heart in pain. There's a man going round taking names. There's a man going round taking names. There's a man going round taking names. He has taken my brother's name, and he's left my heart in pain. There's a man going round taking names. Oh, death is that man taking names. Oh, death is that man taking names. He has taken Yahshua's name, and he's left my heart in pain. There's a man going around taking names.
Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
Tonight we are going to celebrate our Passover. I want to first of all thank the choir for that song. It was very, very touching. And it really fits when we discuss Yahshua's passion. Now, the Passover is the commemoration of the children of Israel being saved from slavery in the land of Egypt. As the Elohim of Israel protested against the Egyptians, he brought 10 plagues among them. At the end, he caused the destroying spirit to pass through Egypt to take away the firstborn of all Egypt. The children of Israel were spared by the covering of their doorposts with the blood of the lamb. Why the firstborn, you may ask? Was Yahweh just exceptionally cruel and wanted to display his great power at any cost? To understand the nature of the punishment, it is imperative that we understand the nature of the transgression. Exodus chapter 4 and verse 22 through 23 says, "And you shall say unto Pharaoh, Thus says Yahweh, Israel is my son, even my firstborn. And I say unto you, Let my son go, that he may serve me. And if you refuse to let him go, behold, I will slay your son, even your firstborn." We gather together on this so-called Good Friday to take part in the body and the blood of our God, King, High Priest, Yahshua. Now, in the coming days, we will hear a number of people declare their love for Christ. But what did he love? What was he passionate about? And if you love someone and intend to become one, you must learn to love what they love. Christ said that he and his Father were one. He loved what his Father loved. Now the question we must ask ourselves is, do we love what he loves? Let's begin tonight at Matthew chapter 15. Matthew chapter 15, and we're going to read verses 21 through 28. See, we are given a lot of wives' fables to follow when it comes down to observing the Passover, because people want it to be about whether you get this bone or if you're going to hum this song and you have to have this part of food in your mouth while doing this, none of that is part of the Passover. What happens is all of these individuals have absolutely no connection to the event. The event was a group of people being saved from slavery. These individuals have absolutely no connection to slavery. And we have allowed the fillers to then direct what we do. But let us not forget, we don't have to go far in our past to find a connection between what our forefathers went through and what we have endured here in the daughter of Babylon and all over the world. Matthew chapter 15, and let's start that at verse 21.
Then Yahshua went thence, and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon. And, behold, a woman of Canaan came out of the same coast, and cried unto him, saying, Have mercy on me, O Adonai, you son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. But he answered her not a word. And his disciples came and besought him, saying, Send her away, for she cries after us.
Now, first of all, verse 23, but he answered her not a word. She recognizes who he is. Have mercy, O Adonai, you son of David. My daughter is grievously vexed with a devil. And he act as though he heard her not. Go ahead.
But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him, saying, Adonai, help me. But he answered and said, It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs.
Now, when we talk about the things of what Yahshua loved, what Christ loved, right off the rip, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. There is order there. And what happens is you find people who want to deal with all the power that comes with being a part of Yahshua's righteous governmental system, but they don't want to respect the government. They don't want to respect the government because he has already set forth, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. The way they repeat their stories, the way that they push out their broadcast, he came for the world. It's not what he said. His order. Then to establish that order, he says, the woman came and worshipped and said, help me. But he answered, it's not fit, it's not meet to take the children's bread and cast it to dogs. Dogs have no law. See, what people want to deal with is that, he called this woman a dog. Wait a minute. If the people gathering on Sunday, they dogs. Dogs have no law. If the people don't gather at all, those dogs. See, we get so caught up in, he called this particular woman of Canaan. It was because he didn't like the Canaanite. No, the Canaanite didn't have no law. A dog has no order. Dog would throw up his own food and eat it again. Dog would poop and eat the same thing it just pooped out. Dog has no law. The children of Israel have order. And he says, the order, I have to go and deal with them first. Do you love what he loved? Because the nations want to so-called accept this, but they want to push Israel off into a corner. It's going to be a problem. Go ahead.
Elder, just to add to what you're saying about the Sunday people, people might think it's harsh, but they're the ones that promote the law is done away with.
Mm-hmm.
So if the law is done away with, then you have no law.
If the law is done away with, why are they preaching tithing? Tithing is part of the law. It's amazing to me how the law just show up. Matter of fact, you can lock people up, close the doors, lock those doors. Wait a minute, if the law is done away with, what you locking doors? Telling people you need to get a certain amount of money before the door get unlocked. And let's not forget about the king of klepto that said, if you don't tithe, you ought to be lined up in front of a firing squad and shot with a Uzi. But they don't like law, though. But the law is what they use to buy them jets. Okay. Go ahead.
And she said, truth, Adonai, yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from the master's table.
Now, what she is showing right here is that she respects the order. See, the nations want to deal with Israel, but they want to deal with Israel how they want to deal with Israel. This is the whole setup. This is the poison that we get from the daughter of Babylon. We have people that want to bypass the order and they're just going to go straight to Elohim. This is why they don't believe they need any priests. This is why you have a country full of people that say they independent women and they don't need no man. They say, I can do everything by myself. I don't need no man. They're going to be really surprised when they find out that he still deals in order. Why do you think Yahshua said, the woman said, give me this water that I thirst not? He said, where your husband? Go call your husband and come here. Wait a minute, what'd he do? He went right back to the law. See, we think that we can slide off and talk to somebody off on the side and we going to work out a deal. Yeah, when you get through talking, go get your husband. That was nice. I like the way you said that. That was nice. That mean you really meant it. Now go get Buddy now. Because we ain't entering into no agreement until we check on this order. Go ahead.
Then Yahshua answered and said unto her, O woman, great is your faith. Be it unto you even as you will. And her daughter was made whole from that very hour.
That faith and belief in the order. You know how hard it has to be to believe the order when the Gentiles are ruling over the people physically? But then you still understand that spiritually they have the order? See, a lot of us can accept things if the money and power flows the same way as the order. When the order of spiritual hierarchy does not follow money, we don't know what to do. Let's go to John chapter 2. John chapter 2, and let's start this at verse 13.
And the Yehudim's Passover was at hand, and Yahshua went up to Jerusalem, and found in the temple those that sold oxen and sheep and doves, and the changers of money sitting.
So those that say they love Christ, why they keeping Easter? They said, we love the Lord. All right. I can't read in here where he went to no Easter celebration. I haven't read in here where he showed up with no Easter basket and he had all the colorful eggs. He didn't have that chocolate bunny or that Cadbury. Bok, 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 bok. I remember the commercial. You can tell when spring coming around because the Cadbury egg commercial come around. How is it that you declare that you have this love, but the actions don't match any of the declaring of love? How can you say that you're passionate about him, but you don't care about anything that he cares about? Go ahead.
And when he had made a scourge of small cords, he drove them all out of the temple, and the sheep and the oxen, and poured out the changers' money, and overthrew the tables, and said unto them that sold doves, Take these things hence. Make not my father's house an house of merchandise.
And we understand that everything is for sale at modern day churches. In the very church organization, they have plates on sale right after the service. How you selling plates? How plates for sale and you just got through? The DVD's on sale, everything's on sale. And now we have grabbed hold of that. We understand that we Hebrews, but you got Hebrews that got markets, they got everything for sale. They say, hey, we want to get a part of this pie. Go ahead.
And his disciples remembered that it was written, the zeal of your father's house has eaten me up.
Wait a minute, the zeal of his father's house. What did he love? He loved his father's house and he loved order. He loved order and he loved his father's house. It ate him up so much that when something wasn't operating right, he jumped right in it. Hey, what you doing that for? Hey, you ain't supposed to have that on. Hey, why you over here doing that? That's zeal. See, you have zeal for something that you have love for. Do we love what he loved? Go ahead.
The zeal of your house has eaten me up. Verse 18. Then answered the Yehudim and said unto him, what sign show you unto us, seeing that you does these things? Yahshua answered and said unto them, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up. Then said the Yehudims, 46 years was this temple in building, and will you rear it up in 3 days? But he spake of the temple of his body. When therefore he was risen from the dead, his disciples remembered that he had said this unto them, and they believed the scripture and the word which Yahshua had said.
There's some things that you're not going to understand until afterward. The problem is, do we wait on our understanding? If we don't get it right then, are we one of the 70 that have already taken off because we didn't get it right there at that moment? There are some things that they were told. They didn't get it right then. But they waited on their understanding. Let's go to Psalm chapter 69. Psalm 69. Now let's start that at verse 1.
Verse 1. Save me, O Elohim, for the waters are come in unto my soul. I sink in deep mire, where there is no standing. I am come into deep waters, where the floods overflow me. I am weary of my crying, my throat is dried. Mine eyes fail while I wait for my Elohim. They that hate me without a cause are more than the hairs of mine head. They that would destroy me, being mine enemies wrongfully, are mighty. Then I restored that which I took not away. O Elohim, you knoweth my foolishness, and my sins are not hid from you. Let not them that wait on you, O Adonai Elohim of hosts, be ashamed for my sake. Let not those that seek you be confounded for my sake, O Elohim of Israel. Because for your sake I have borne reproach. Shame has covered my face.
Because for your sake I have borne reproach. Because of walking in the things that are pleasing unto you, I have been made to bear reproach. See, that reproach comes in all forms. See, when we have a culture, there's reproach sometimes in dealing with that. See, before wearing a big beard became the end thing to do, I remember people saying, why you mess your face up like that? Now, once the rappers and NBA players start doing it, now all of a sudden everybody got a beard. But before it was the end thing, it was a reproach to walk in his culture. Are you willing to deal with the reproach so that you can love what he loved? Go ahead.
I am become a stranger unto my brethren, and an alien unto my mother's children. For the zeal of your house has eaten me up.
Here we go with this zeal again. See, you can tell the difference between some folk that might come around and then the folks who have that zeal. See, the folks who have that zeal be standing at the door talking about, hey, man, Buddy late. Why Buddy and them ain't here? You know, Buddy be normally at the door. He be done unlock the door. Buddy must have some issues today. Now, when folk got that zeal, they be standing at the door. Do you love what he loved? See, this is one of those things that men have to also tell their daughters, because it's going to be somebody with a nice, soft tone. I love you, girl. She go for that because he said it? All right, well, pause. Should Yahweh go for yours because you said it? What does your love show? Go ahead.
And the reproaches of them that reproached you are fallen upon me. When I wept and chastened my soul with fasting, that was to my reproach. I made sackcloth also my garment, and I became a proverb to them. They that sit in the gate speak against me, and I was the song of the drunkards. But as for me, my prayer is unto you, O Yahweh, in an acceptable time. O Elohim, in the multitude of your mercy, hear me, in the truth of your salvation. Deliver me out of the mire, and let me not sink. Let me be delivered from them that hate me, and out of the deep waters. Let not the water flood overflow me, neither let the deep swallow me up, and let not the pit shut her mouth upon me. Hear me, O Yahweh, for your loving kindness is good. Turn unto me according to the multitude of your tender mercies. And hide not your face from your servant, for I am in trouble. Hear me speedily. Draw near unto my soul, and redeem it. Deliver me because of mine enemies. You have known my reproach, and my shame, and my dishonor. Mine adversaries are all before you. Reproach has broken my heart, and I am full of heaviness. And I looked for some to take pity, but there was none, and for comforters, but I found none. They gave me also gall for my meat, and in my thirst they gave me vinegar to drink.
So as we read these things, we understand that these are the events that Yahshua would eventually go through. But you have Dawid writing about this in the future tense. So what did Yahweh allow to happen to Dawid so that he could write this? See, some things that we go through ain't got nothing to do with you. But we think everything about us. We think when the sun came up, it came up there because I'm here. That sun ain't thought about you. All right? The cloud didn't turn dark because of you. That cloud wasn't thinking about you either. So what did he send this man through? So that he pour out his heart and prophesy. Now the question is, did he even know that he was prophesying? Did he think he was just talking about what he was going through? See, that's how Yahweh deals with you. Sometimes you are on a need-to-know level. You are dealing with something much greater than you can possibly comprehend. But he ain't going to tell you. At least a little bit of leaven get off on you now. Oh, wait a minute. I did that. Okay. Yes, they ain't going to show you what you did. He'll tell you later. By the way, you did that. But wait a minute. Let's go back now. We passed that. We're not going back on that. Matter of fact, I want to make sure we was past it before I told you you did it. There you go. Now keep on walking. Go ahead.
Let their table become a snare before them, and that which should have been for their welfare, let it become a trap. Let their eyes be darkened, that they see not, and make their loins continually to shake. Pour out your indignation upon them, and let your wrathful anger take hold of them. Let their habitation be desolate, and let none dwell in their tents. For they persecute him whom you have smitten, and they talk to the grief of those whom you have wounded. Add lawlessness onto their lawlessness, and let them not come into your righteousness. Let them be blotted out of the book of the living, and not be written with the righteous. But I am poor and sorrowful. Let your salvation, O Elohim, set me up on high.
What make a rich man say that? Now, when we deal with Yahshua, the son of David, he says the Son of Man have not a place where to lay his head. But when he deal with David, David was rich. Okay. Go ahead.
I will praise the name of Elohim with a song. I will magnify him with thanksgiving. This also shall please Yahweh better than an ox or bullock that has horns and hoofs. The humble shall see this and be glad, and your heart shall live that seek Elohim. For Yahweh hears the poor and despises not his prisoners. Let the heaven and earth praise him, the seas and everything that moves therein. For Elohim will save Zion and will build the cities of Yehuda, that they may dwell there and have it in possession.
Right. So do the people who say that they love the Lord, who they say they love Christ, now they're starting to use the name Yahshua as well. So they say they love Yahshua. Do they love Zion? No, do they love the real Zion? Go ahead.
The seed also of his servants shall inherit it, and they that love his name shall dwell therein.
Okay, let's go to Leviticus chapter 16. Leviticus 16, and let's start that at verse 1.
And Yahweh spake unto Moshe after the death of the two sons of Aaron, when they offered before Yahweh and died. And Yahweh said unto Moshe...
Now, wait a minute. See, sometimes, people say, that priest sock be hard. Sometimes, folk do something, and he tell them, no, you need to go sit out for a minute. They say, he hard. I didn't kill you. Maybe they didn't understand how Elohim works. He said, wait a minute. Hey, y'all offered that offering wrong. All right, you out of here. Hey, you get a sabbatical, you get a chance to come back. The problem is, we have so much pride by that time that our pride won't let us reach the door handle. Every time we get toward the door, that pride said, don't do it. See, that's what our biggest problem is. We can't get chastised about our dealings. But chastised people still live. Okay. These folks that offer that offering wrong, they're not around. And then everybody else got to still keep going on and doing the service. Go ahead.
And Yahweh said unto Moshe, Speak unto Aaron your brother, that he come not at all times into the holy place within the veil before the mercy seat, which is upon the ark, that he die not, for I'll appear in the cloud upon the mercy seat.
All right, so there's order here. Speak unto Aaron your brother, that he come not at all times. Look, this ain't no hangout. Make sure that he understand when he come into the holy place within the veil, okay, that's behind this. This is what this symbolizes, behind the veil. If you're going to go there, you better make sure you got yourself together. Don't come near me without having yourself together. But see, folks will get upset when you say, wait a minute, I'm going to need you to cover this up. Hey, I'm going to need you to do that. They don't understand that you're making an attempt to save their life. Now, if the angel just happened to step up in here one day and said, you, out of here. Now, he don't mean leave the building. Now, I don't think you understand what he's saying. What he's saying, you out of here. Thank you for coming out. God bless, good night. We're not going to see you again. Done deal. See, when it says a woman should have power on her head because of the angels, We don't know what day an angel going to actually show. And if he show and hold us accountable, ain't no negotiating. What did he tell Moshe? Hey, beware of him. He will not pardon your transgression. He is not negotiating with you. You are not dealing with Yahweh. The angel has no mercy. He ain't built like that. He built for instructions. Kill, live, maim, destroy, heal. You don't fall under one of these. Ain't no need to talking. Everything you say sound like wah, 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 wah. Kill him. Did he follow the instructions or did he not? He is not negotiating with you. And we are not dealing with Yahweh. What kind of great power deals with everybody in his organization? What do you have other entities there for? We can't tell somebody that they have power that, all right, you're over the maintenance. We got to make sure this floor clean. But then I'm going to come in there and snatch the mop from him. That ain't how you mop. Let me show you how you do this. Now move this in here. Now get out the way. But you know what? Matter of fact, I don't need you to have access to the mop closet. How the hell he going to mop if you don't have access to the mop closet? So if Yahweh gave those angels authority, he got to step back and let them do their thing. So he warns us, be careful. Go ahead.
You know, Elder Priest Mikhail and I were talking about this similar thing today, you know, with Uzzah. And people don't understand when you talk to them and you continue to give them an opportunity to do better. Uzzah did not get that opportunity.
None whatsoever. None whatsoever. No opportunity. Touched the wrong thing and was out of here like last year. Done deal. That's it. Ain't no more, ain't no discussion, nothing. We have opportunity and we squander the opportunities. Go ahead.
Thus shall Aaron come into the holy place with a young bullock for a sin offering and a ram for a burnt offering.
All right. So he got a bullock and a ram. First of all, you need to come. Don't come empty now. Be careful how you come. All right, next.
He shall put on the holy linen coat. And he shall have the linen breeches upon his flesh. And shall be girded with a linen girdle. And with the linen mitre shall he be attired.
You better not come up to me with your head uncovered. And all you find on the internet is somebody talking about somebody doing something with their head covered. But they supposed to be priests. They supposed to be priests. He said, don't come near me. You better not come near me. What do y'all think the sanctuary is? He says, do not come near to me if you ain't dressed this way. Y'all know we wasn't never supposed to be in here without our head covered. See, that's what you call grace. But today, he put it on our heart and said, all right, this is what we're going to deal with. Guess what he was telling me? Your grace period is over. Now try it one more again. Come on, you bad? Come on, Cletus. And then I come in here limping next week and y'all like, what wrong with something? Because Yahweh had done took away the grace period. But I thought, well, you know, we'll do that sometime later on. All right, play with him if you want. He decides when the grace period ends, not us. Go ahead.
These are holy garments. Therefore shall he wash his flesh in water, and so put them on. And he shall take of the congregation of the children of Israel 2 kids of the goats for a sin offering, and 1 ram for a burnt offering. And Aaron shall offer his bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and make an atonement for himself and for his house. And he shall take the 2 goats, and present them before Yahweh at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And Aaron shall cast lots upon the 2 goats, 1 lot for Yahweh, and the other lot for the scapegoat. And Aaron shall bring the goat upon which Yahweh's lot fell, and offer him for a sin offering. But the goat, on which the lot fell to be the scapegoat, shall be presented alive before Yahweh, to make an atonement with him, and to let him go for his scapegoat into the wilderness.
All right, so then you have these two animals that are presented. One is released, the other one is sacrificed. Go ahead.
And Aaron shall bring the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself, and shall make an atonement for himself and for his house, and shall kill the bullock of the sin offering, which is for himself. And he shall take a censer full of burning coals of fire from off the altar before Yahweh, and his hands full of sweet incense beaten small, and bring it within the veil. And he shall put the incense upon the fire before Yahweh, that the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that which is upon the testimony, that he die not.
Wait a minute. There's certain parts that are important that we don't really consider. And he shall put the incense upon the fire before Yahweh, that the cloud of the incense may cover the mercy seat that is upon the testimony, that he die not. That incense is supposed to be burning. At what point have y'all ever seen incense in the Sunday church? Now, I tell you what, them Catholics have it. Okay. All right. Now remember, all Christian churches are Protestants, meaning that they are protesting against what was set up by their beginning church. Their beginning church were Catholics. They're all Catholics. I don't care what nobody tell you. They say, I'm a Baptist, you're a Catholic. I'm a Methodist, you're a Methodist Catholic. I'm a Presbyterian, you're a Catholic Presbyterian. Every last one of it comes from Catholicism. But they don't burn no incense. But the church they came from did. Now that's interesting. Go ahead.
And he shall take of the blood of the bullock, and sprinkle it with his finger upon the mercy seat eastward. And before the mercy seat shall he sprinkle of the blood with his finger 7 times. Then shall he kill the goat of the sin offering that is for the people, and bring his blood within the veil, and do with that blood as he did with the blood of the bullock, and sprinkle it upon the mercy seat and before the mercy seat. And he shall make an atonement for the holy place, because of the uncleanness of the children of Israel, and because of their transgressions and all their sins. And so shall he do for the tabernacle of the congregation that remains among them in the midst of their uncleanness. And there shall be no man in the tabernacle of the congregation when he goes in to make an atonement in the holy place, until he comes out, and have made an atonement for himself, and for his household, and for all the congregation of Israel. And he shall go out onto the altar that is before Yahweh, and make an atonement for it, and shall take of the blood of the bullock and of the blood of the goat, and put it upon the horns of the altar round about.
So then this blood needs to go to the altar to make an atonement. So we understand that there was a part of Yahshua's walk where he says, don't touch me. I have not ascended unto my Father. Then he has to take something up to that heavenly altar and anoint it with his blood. Go ahead.
And he shall sprinkle of the blood upon it with his finger 7 times, and cleanse it, and hallow it from the uncleanness of the children of Israel. And when he has made an end of reconciling the holy place, and the tabernacle of the congregation, and the altar, he shall bring the live goat. And Aaron shall lay both his hands upon the head of the live goat, and confess over him all the lawlessness of the children of Israel, and all their transgressions and all their sins, putting them upon the head of the goat, and shall send him away by the hand of a fit man into the wilderness. And the goat shall bear upon him all their lawlessness unto a land not inhabited, and he shall let go the goat in the wilderness.
So the all of the sins, the transgressions, all of those things are put on the head of the goat, and he's let go in the wilderness. And you understand, Lucifer knows this, and he plays with us. So he gives us his little Baphomet goat head.
Yeah.
All the sins on it. So then we go and join these organizations. So sometimes they'll have the star and they'll take the goat out of it. Because, you know, you got to get up higher before then you go in, and then the next time you go, and the goat head be in the stall. Wait a minute. Now, when I first started this organization, it was an empty stall. Now, when I got a little further in, the goat came. Well, the goat came. Wait, we need to make sure that you was all the way in before we show you the goat. Yes, sir. See, they won't make sure. You in. Now we're going to bring out the goat. Now, if the goat represent all the sin, wait a minute. Well, who is the goat then? And now you got folks that be bragging after, hey man, I'm the GOAT. I'm the greatest of all time. I'm the GOAT. Then a goat going to the lake of fire, brother. What are you talking about? You sure you won't be the GOAT? Go ahead.
And Aaron shall come into the tabernacle of the congregation, and shall put off the linen garments which he put on when he went into the holy place, and shall leave them there. And he shall wash his flesh with water in the holy place, and put on his garments, and come forth, and offer his burnt offering, and the burnt offering of the people, and make an atonement for himself and for the people.
All right, let's go to Matthew chapter 26. See, Yahshua didn't say that he came to do away with any law. He said, I came to fulfill the things in the law concerning me. Mm-hmm. He said, in no wise shall anything, not one tittle shall pass from this law till all be fulfilled. So while we have all of these people who are proclaiming their love for Christ, I have to ask, do you love what he loved? Now, it's amazing that we can ask that question amongst ourselves in an earthly manner. Get in an earthly relationship and watch how somebody gonna ask you, well, you know I like sewing. Why haven't you showed any interest in what I like? All right. Well, I raise you. I'll take your sewing needle and I raise you one. Why haven't you showed any interest in what my God, King, High Priest likes? Okay. Matthew chapter 26. Let's read verses 1 through 13.
And it came to pass, when Yahshua had finished all these sayings, he said unto his disciples, you know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover, and the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified. Then assembled together the chief priests and the scribes and the elders of the people unto the palace of the high priest, who was called Caiaphas, and consulted that they might take Yahshua by subtlety and kill him. But they said, not on the feast day, lest there be an uproar among the people. Now when Yahshua was in Bethany, in the house of Simeon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Yahshua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble you the woman? For she has wrought a good work upon me. For you have the poor always with you, but me you have not always. Mm-hmm. For in that she has poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this, that this woman has done, be told for a memorial of her.
So then we have him understanding this great debt that he's going to have to pay for the children of Israel. You can't get no more love than that. He's not mistaken. He's not surprised by the debt that he has to pay. See, when you get out here in the world, when everybody starts hearing all of these nice things that people have to say, you'll find out that when the going gets tough, those people ain't around. See, there's a lot of sweet talkers on Facebook. But when a baby comes, all of a sudden those payments ain't posted. What's happening? Those situations ain't being dealt with. Well, it's a totally different thing. This is why when we go to this book and read how Joseph did everything for Miriam, you talking about you can't discount how much love is there for a woman that he is not laying with. That is different kind of love right there. Let's go to John chapter 11. John chapter 11, let's start that at verse 45.
Verse 45. Then many of the Yehudim which came to Miriam and had seen the things which Yahshua did, believed on him. But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees and told them what things Yahshua had done. Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, What do we? For this man does many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. And one of them, named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year, said unto them, You know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people.
Now, this man has no idea. He knows nothing at all. He is a studier of the law. He is proposing the fulfillment of that law because he don't understand what role Yahshua is playing. He's saying it's fitting that one man should die and not the whole nation suffer. Well, he's offering up the animal that is sacrificed for the sins of the children of Israel. He just don't know that's what he's doing. But he's knowledgeable. But he still don't know. Go ahead.
And that the whole nation perish not. And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Yahshua should die for that nation.
Mm-hmm.
And not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of Elohim that were scattered abroad.
The children of Elohim that were scattered abroad, understand there was order. He said, go not unto the Gentiles or the Samaritans. Go to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He's going to send things for those individuals later. The thing about the woman is she respected the order. Do you understand that the woman got healed out of order? It wasn't time for the nations to get no healing. It was not time. He still had not finished going to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. But she answered correctly. See? The dogs eat the crumbs that fall from the master's table. You know what, woman? You know what? So don't feel bad if your woman talk you into something. Y'all sure done got talked into something, right? They got power. You got to be careful listening to them. They got power. Y'all sure like it ain't even time for you to be blessed. But I tell you what, woman, you sure know how to talk. I tell you what. Come on in here. You gonna get this blessing. It wasn't no time. Go ahead.
Then from that day forth they took counsel together for to put him to death. Yahshua therefore walked no more openly among the Yehudims, but went thence unto a country near to the wilderness, into a city called Ephraim, and there continued with his disciples. And the Yehudims' Passover was near at hand, and many went out of the country up to Jerusalem before the Passover to purify themselves. Then sought they for Yahshua, and spake among themselves as they stood in the temple, What think you, that he will not come to the feast? Now both the chief priests and the Pharisees had given a commandment, that if any man knew where he were, he should show it, that they might take him.
Do you know how many lies, outright lies, you have to tell to read this, keep talking about Passover while talking about Resurrection Sunday? You know you just got to outright lie, right? You just got to outright tell you some straight lies, first of all to yourself, so that you'll say them and be believable when you say them. How do you profess your love for something, but you ain't never went to the event where they lost their life? You know, you can go on Highway 78 and see little memorials of where people have had accidents, and the family, the people who love them, went to the very spot of where they suffered and set up a memorial. You'll look and there'll be teddy bears and all of this. So somebody who loved them went to the spot where they died. Yet we have millions of people that say they love Yahshua. Now, he suffered during Passover. They say they love him, but they have not gone to not one Passover. I mean, not a noun. They ain't drove by one, but they say they love him. At what point do our actions start matching the words that come out of our mouths? Let's go to Luke chapter 23. See, in this society, all you got to do is say it and make it sound believable. And you get a whole lot of credit. Hellions get credit for being humble, all because they say hellacious things softly. People still, they listen to how soft, but listen to the word. I am going to kill you. People like, that was so sweet. Hey, he still said he gonna kill you. Oh, but it sounded good. Okay. Luke chapter 23, and let's start that at verse 8.
And when Herod saw Yahshua, he was exceeding glad, for he was desirous to see him of a long season, because he had heard many things of him, and he hoped to have seen some miracle done by him. Then he questioned with him in many words, but he answered him nothing. And the chief priests and scribes stood and vehemently accused him. And Herod, with his men of war, set him at naught, and mocked him, and arrayed him in a gorgeous robe, and sent him again to Pilate. And the same day Pilate and Herod were made friends together, for before they were at enmity between themselves. And Pilate, when he had called together the chief priests and rulers and the people, said unto them, You have brought this man unto me as one that perverteth the people. And, behold, I, having examined him before you, have found no fault in this man touching those things whereof you accuse him. No, nor yet Herod. For I sent you to him, and, lo, nothing worthy of death is done unto him. I will therefore chastise him and release him. For of necessity he must release one unto them at the feast. And they cried out all at once, saying, Away with this man, and release unto us Barabbas, who for a certain sedition made in the city, and for murder was cast into prison.
So this is a real goat. A real sinful goat. They said, kill the righteous one, but give us the other one. Okay, wait a minute now. Now we go back to this law, and for this atonement, there were two. One was sacrificed, the other one was set free. the chief priest is who offers up the sacrifice for the children of Israel. Wasn't it the chief priest that said do it?
Mm-hmm.
With all his understanding, he still didn't understand. This is the difference where smart drop you off and the spirit got to carry you past that. So you got to understand that your knowledge in the word ain't going to take you but so far. See, there are people who are absolutely brilliant in this word. And they can't figure out why they can't get off at the exit. They still trying to get off. And they say, I can't get off. Because your knowledge done ended. And right now, the spirit is the only thing that's going to get you off right there. You can study all you want. If the spirit ain't dealing with you, you ain't getting past that point. Go ahead.
Pilate, therefore, willing to release Yahshua, spake again to them. But they cried, saying, Crucify him, crucify him. And he said unto them the third time, Why? What evil has he done? I have found no cause of death in him. I'll therefore chastise him and let him go. And they were insistent, with loud voices, were crying that he might be crucified. And the voices of them and of the chief priests prevailed. Mm-hmm. And Pilate gave sentence that it should be as they required.
See, the power of Israel not only works with Yahweh, it works in other places too. The man is trying to let him go. Go ahead.
And he released unto them him that for sedition and murder was cast into prison, whom they had desired. But he delivered Yahshua to their will. Mm-hmm. And as they led him away, they laid hold upon one Simeon, a Cyrenian, coming out of the country, and on him they laid the cross, that he might bear it after Yahshua.
All right. Let's go to John chapter 17. So they know that they have released an unrighteous man. But Yahshua, having so much love for Israel, he knew it was going to happen and still didn't stop it. See, when we throw around that love about how we love something, and we'll throw around this word love in a minute. I love you. I love this. I love that. All right, well, what does love do for you? Tell me, what do you do for love? You just talk real loud for it? See, our problem is we don't know how to witness the things of love because the nations have told us that, you witness love by watching that stuff on the Disney Channel. Now that's love right there. You go through this and watch Yahshua, wait a minute, he's suffering for it. He not just walking around talking about he love it. No, he's providing for it. See, the problem is going to work every day ain't looked at in a loving manner. See, folks don't look at anybody who's going and sacrificing all of their time, their money to provide for something. That don't look like love, because that ain't how the Disney Channel show love. See, you can go to work all day, but you ain't bring home no carriage. What are horses? What are little mice that turn into horses? You ain't got nothing. You don't love nobody. Where did Yahshua bring flour and chocolates? This is the greatest love story ever told. I ain't seen flowers or chocolates no place. Where they at? Go ahead.
John chapter 17 and verse 1. These words spake Yahshua, and lifted up his eyes to heaven, and said, Father, the hour is come. Glorify your Son, that your Son also may glorify you. As you have given him power over all flesh, that he should give eternal life to as many as you have given him. And this is life eternal, that they might know you, the only true Elohim, and Yahshua HaMashiach, whom you have sent. I have glorified you on the earth. I have finished the work which you gave me to do.
Uh-huh.
And now, O Father,
Now let me tell you something. Now see, that go your love right there. Now you gave me work. I finished that work. Now I did the work that you gave me to do. Go ahead.
and now, O Father, glorify you me with your own self, with the glory which I had with you before the world was.
So wait a minute. So you mean tell me we messed up the relationship between him and Yahweh? You mean to tell me he lost some glory dealing with us? Okay. Go ahead.
I have manifested your name unto the men which you gave me out of the world. Yours they were, and you gave them me, and they have kept your word. Now they have known that all things whatsoever you have given me are of you. For I have given unto them the words which you gave me, and they have received them, and have known surely that I came out from you, and they have believed that you did send me. I pray for them. I pray not for the world, but for them which you have given me, for they are yours. And all mine are yours, and yours are mine, and I am glorified in them. And now I am no more in the world, but these are in the world, and I come to you. Holy Father, keep through your own name those whom you have given me, that they may be one as we are one. While I was with them in the world, I kept them in your name. Those that you gave me I have kept, and none of them is lost, but the son of perdition, that the scripture might be fulfilled.
Now, he said once again, we are one. Wait a minute. To be one, they operate in the same manner. The things that his Father loved, he loved. So when we declare that we love him, wait a minute. There's some like things that we ought to be doing. Go ahead.
And now come I to you, and these things I speak in the world, that they might have my joy fulfilled in themselves. I have given them your word, and the world has hated them, because they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world.
Wait a minute. Now see, this is where we have some problem. Wait a minute. So you showed that right amount of love to Yahshua, and you're going to get some hate from the world. Are we about that, though? See, we think if we show love, we should be receiving love. Well, wait a minute. So you want to show love to Yahweh, but you want to get love back from heathen? So you dig a hole and put money in the ground, but you going to go in the bank and withdraw it? You didn't put nothing in the bank. Go ahead.
I pray not that you should take them out of the world, but you should keep them from the evil. They're not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through your faith, through your truth, Your word is truth. As you have sent me into the world, even so have I also sent them into the world. And for their sakes I sanctify myself, that they also might be sanctified through the truth. Neither pray I for these alone, but for them also which shall believe on me through their word. That they all may be one.
They all may be one. Now wait a minute. If they all may be one, then we're going to have a like doctrine. Go ahead.
As you, Father, are in me, and I in you, that they also may be one in us, that the world may believe that you have sent me.
Wait a minute. That they all may be one, as you, Father, are in me, and I in you, and that they also may be one in us. How you love something and you don't do nothing that it asks you to do? But you love it. But you can't follow one instruction that it gives you. But you love it. Do we love in word? Because he loved in deed. Go ahead.
And the glory which you gave me, I have given them, that they may be one, even as we are one.
Wait a minute. So we passing off, not just we're going to walk in the same thing, but you're going to get some of the glory that was given unto him from his Father. Go ahead.
I and them, and you and me, that they may be made perfect in one, and that the world may know that you have sent me and has loved them as you have loved me. Father, I will that they also, whom you have given me, be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory when you have given me, which you have given me, for you loved me before the foundation of the world.
You loved me before the foundation of the world. If he loved him before the foundation of the world, that means before you. So you loved me before we said, let us make man. Now I got to come down here, and I got to go through all this to get them right. But can I get the glory that I had before we had this child? See, the glory changed when the child come in. See, a lot of people think they're going to still do the same things that they did before they got the baby. See, they say, well, you know, man, we have good time. We be partying and stuff. Me and you be cuddling, and we be watching the movies. I like that. And we're going to have a little junior, and then we're going to still cuddle and watch a movie. The hell you will. You don't watch a movie in the car on the way to somewhere else. Sitting in the parking lot waiting for Junior to come out of practice. No. You forfeited that. See, we don't understand. Now, Yahshua the Messiah stated that he wanted the glory that he had previously with his Father, before the world was, meaning before us. So when he was touched by a woman in need, he felt virtue go out from him. Whenever you create something, you must give up some of your glory for that which you have created. When it is able to stand on its own, then you may get your glory back. You said you want to have children? Wait a minute. You think you're going to still have the same amount of money that you had before you had children? Is that what you thought? Somebody has bewitched you. You have been fooled, run amok, led astray, bamboozled. Now, when you get them out the house, now you might be too old to dance now, but you can afford a stereo. Okay. Some of your glory gonna have to be given up for that which you have created. Now he want it back. Go ahead.
You know, Elliot also goes to understand when he said, is there any other way? Give
Right.
no answer.
Same thing I say in the morning when it's time to go to work. Is there any other way? And I don't get no answer. So I gotta go to work. Read, Bree.
O righteous Father, the world has not known you, but I have known you, and these have known that you have sent me. And I have declared unto them your name, and will declare it, that the love wherewith you have loved me may be in them, and I in them.
All right, let's go to John chapter 21. And we're going to read verses 15 through 17.
So when they had dined, Yahshua says to Simeon Peter, Simeon, son of Jonas, love you me more than these? He says unto him, Yes, Adonai, you know that I love you. He says unto him, Feed my lambs.
Wait a minute. If you love me, there's something connected to this love. Don't just sit here and just tell me you love me. You just gonna tell me the same things over and over? I love you, I love you, I love you. Show it to me. You love me, feed my lambs. Go ahead.
He says to him again the second time, Simeon, son of Jonas, love you me? He says unto him, Yes, Adonai, you know that I love you. He says unto him, feed my sheep. He says unto him the third time, Simeon, son of Jonas, love you me? Cephas was grieved because he said unto him.
He was grieved. You don't believe? Go home and ask somebody, you love me? Ask them 3 times. See what happens. Ask them 3 times. You love me? Yeah, I love you. You love me? Yeah, I love you. You love me? I tell you what, I'm gonna love slap me upside your head. Hey, you getting on my nerve now? Okay. But there's some substance to it. It's not just a bunch of empty words. He ain't passing out flowers and chocolates. He's offering true things. Yes, I love you and I'm going to go to work for you. I'm going to feed your sheep. I ain't going to sit here and sing soft songs to you. No, I'm going to go to work. Okay. Do you love what he loved? Because he loved them sheep. Go ahead.
Cephas was grieved because he said unto him the third time, love you me? And he said unto him, Adonai, you know all things. You know that I love you. Yahshua says unto him, feed my sheep.
I don't think there can be confusion as to what he wanted out of that love. Have we been that clear about what we want out of love? See, a lot of times folk want you to read their mind. Tell me how I want to be loved. How the hell I'm supposed to tell you how you want to be loved? I got to find out. And when I find out, I got to tell you. So you can tell me. Well, I'll be damned. Yahshua didn't leave no guessing. Do you love me? Feed my sheep. Do you love me? Feed my lamb. Do you love me? Feed my sheep. I don't have to guess how he want me to love him. I ain't got to go sneaking and snooping to find out. Now, what does he want from my love? I know what he wants. He told me 3 times. Feed my lambs. Do you love what he loved? You just walk around talking about you love him. Let us hear the conclusion of this matter. Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 11.
First Corinthians chapter 11 and verse 2.
Go to verse 17.
Go to 17. Now in this that I declare unto you, I praise you not, that you come together not for the better, but for the worse. For first of all, when you come together in the church, I hear that there be divisions among you, and I partly believe it. For there must be also heresies among you, that they which are approved may be made manifest among you.
Right. There must be heresies among you. You can't stop everything. There are some heresies that must come among you so Yahweh can show you what you're working with. See, sometimes you don't know what you're working with till you get a heresy in the room. See, we can't all spar against each other all the time. You need a real live demon to wrestle. So every now and then, he just got to let a real live demon come in and punch you right in your mouth. And you say, wait a minute, this ain't practice. This ain't practice. I did a lot of sparring. I did a lot of drills. But this one different. He said, yeah. I let one come through the door especially for you. Now let's do it. Let me see what you're working with. This ain't practice. Okay. And it ain't for him to know. It's for you to know. He already know what he taught you. But you got to believe and stand on what he taught you. And you know that best once you've been tested. Jump to verse 23.
For I have received of the Adonai that which also I delivered unto you, that the Adonai Yahshua, the same night in which he was betrayed, took bread. And when he had given thanks, he brake it, and said, Take, eat. This is my body, which is broken for you. This do in remembrance of me.
This is my body, which was broken for you. He suffered. Okay? So understand the depth of what's happening. He didn't just die, he was tortured. Go ahead.
After the same manner also he took the cup, when he had supped, saying, This cup is the New Testament in my blood. This do you, as often as you drink it, in remembrance of me. For as often as you eat this bread and drink this cup, you do show the Adonai's death till he come. Wherefore, whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Adonai unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Adonai.
Whosoever shall eat this bread and drink this cup of the Adonai unworthily shall be guilty of the body and blood of the Adonai. So nowadays, we don't say, or we don't mark over our door with the blood of the Lamb. See, if you are baptized in the name of Yahshua, you are under the blood. So you need to make sure that before we take part in the body of the blood, that you are actually under the blood. Go ahead.
But let a man examine himself.
Let a man examine himself. All we can do is tell you what the ordinance is. You have to decide whether or not you're going to adhere to it. Let a man examine himself. Go ahead.
So let him eat of that bread and drink of that cup. For he that eats and drinks unworthily, eats and drinks damnation to himself, not discerning the Adonai's body.
Right. And this is why we have our ordinances, so that we can do what we need to do to help protect the people. So our next step is those who were indeed baptized in the name of Yahshua, we will be preparing at this altar to take part in the body and the blood of our God, King, High Priest. That's all that we're going to do for tonight. And not only remember tonight to keep holy, but we have several days back to back. Now has begun your sanctification period. Okay? You are to stay sanctified against the third day, that when we make our appearance, that all have separated themselves. Understand what that means. From now going forward, we have Passover, beginning of Feast of Unleavened Bread, first fruits. Understand what that means. No cohabitation. That's all that we're going to do today. Remember the Sabbath to keep it holy. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.